How's that?
My arms were behind my back for so long that God knows that I just...
A little sleep?
Oh, it feels so good to get...
Okay. Here, you want to put the blanket on? You can. Or you can leave it off. I'm going to be in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is the interrogation of Michael Brian Miller, who, at the time, was 29 years old, and on the 30th of May, in the year of 2009, in Glendale, Arizona, he called 911 to advise he's murdered his family. Now, many of you may have heard this interrogation before. I did post it a few weeks ago, but that was the redacted version. I now have the non-redacted version. Let me play you the interrogation. I'll come in every now and again to give you my own thoughts. If you do end up liking this video, please subscribe.
And there's your water.
Thank you. Jesus, set me free. Set me free, Jesus. God, it hurts. My shoulders hurt so bad. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, my shoulders hurt so bad.
Is it like a little sore or?
Like, just, yeah, it's sore. It's because my arms were back there for so long, and now it's like, it feels good to stretch them out.
Can you lift them up? Stretch?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it feels good. Oh, I was in those cuffs for a long time.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Hey, Michael, like I said downstairs, my name is Brad McMillan. I'm a
Okay.
detective with the Glendale Police Department.
Okay.
Okay. I was asked to come in here and talk to you about why we're here and what happened.
I want to know. Yeah.
But before we do that, I just need to get some information from you.
Let's do it.
Okay. What's your last name?
Miller.
Can you spell it?
Miller.
Uh-huh. And spell your first name?
Michael.
Do you have a middle name?
Brian.
Is it B-R?
Ian.
Okay. And Michael, do you like to go by Mike or Michael?
Either or. It doesn't matter. I'm called Mike or Michael. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Mike,
okay.
whatever you're comfortable with.
What do you do there?
I deliver pizzas.
Oh, okay.
I'm a pizza delivery driver.
How long have you done that?
I've been doing it for about 3 or 4 months now.
Good job?
It started off good, but lately the economy's getting worse and less people are buying pizzas, so
Right.
yeah.
Right. So it's kind of hit you too, huh?
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. It's okay. It's better than what I was doing before.
What were you doing before?
I was a shipping clerk. I packed medicines and put medicines in bags and ship them off, but I was standing in one spot for 10 hours a day, putting medicine in a bag and putting a label on it and shipping it.
Got a little boring is what you're saying,
Yeah,
huh?
this is much different because you cook the pizza, you do the toppings, you drive, you make money, you get tips.
So you actually cook the pizzas too?
Yeah, well, it goes to an oven. It goes to a little.
Right, but I mean, you actually prepare them?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You like that?
I actually like delivering the best.
Yeah.
I like delivering. I'm not very good at preparing the top pizzas. I mean, that's not my thing.
Well, it takes time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The distribution of it is, I usually get them all in the middle, and then it's just not good.
Close to home, so you know the area.
Yeah, yeah.
So that makes it easier to deliver.
Uh-huh.
Good. Hey, okay. Like I said, we need to talk about what happened.
Okay.
But before we do that, because you're here, I just need to read you something, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to questioning and to be with you during questioning if you so desire. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed for you prior to questioning. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You said you worked for him for 3 or 4 months?
Roughly. I don't know the exact time I got hired. I can't remember.
Did a friend work there, or did you
No,
just go over there and apply?
I was walking. I walked in. I think I saw a now hiring, And I called the number, I went in, asked for an application. I was filling out applications all over the
Right,
place.
right.
I was at Jack in the Box, Papa John's. I had a problem with alcohol, and I got to the point where I wanted to drink alcohol every single day,
right.
all day. I'd get home from work, and first thing I would do was pick up a beer, and I'd have 12, 13 of them, and that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one day we went to church. I did this. I did this. I tried to kill myself. I was serious about it. This
Mm-hmm.
wasn't no joke. I did that really hard. I wanted to get out of there. I wanted out of life.
When was that?
That was late September, early October.
Of last year?
Oh wait, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did they take you to the hospital?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, those cuffs.
Oh.
God damn. Those cuffs just about kicked my ass. My hands are all swollen from those cuffs. I asked them if they could loosen them, and they said they would, but my hands are swollen. I don't know why they're swollen.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
You got a cut on your finger?
Yes.
Okay. You know, obviously we need to talk about what happened.
Okay.
With you calling the police department over. Can you just tell me what happened?
I was at home. I didn't get any sleep last night. My wife got up, and we were running around the house doing stuff, and I pulled out a knife and I stabbed her. I stabbed her. Stabbed my daughter, stabbed my son, punched my son in the face. I was trying to kill him. But it wasn't me.
Really?
It wasn't me.
Who was it?
It was me.
Yeah.
It was me.
And you know, the reason why we're here to talk is I need to make things right, and to make things right, that's why I need you to tell me what happened.
Okay.
And so we can make it right. You know, I've been talking to you for about 5 minutes, and I know you want to get this off your chest, and
Yeah.
and so we're going to start from the beginning,
Okay.
if that's okay,
Yeah.
and we'll just kind of go through it. You said it was you.
Yes.
Okay. You said that you hadn't slept. Did you work last night?
I worked last night, but I did not close. I got off at 9:30. I think it was closer to 10. I can't remember. But I came home and I ate.
10:30 at night.
10:30 at night, yeah, or 10 or so. I don't remember.
For most law enforcement, during an interrogation, an innocent party would simply answer yes or no. Guilty suspects tend to keep talking. This is a way of stalling and avoiding the incident. Michael has spoken extensively about employment, his former employers, and then backtracks on whether he did this or not. Sometimes too many details is not a good thing.
I came home and I had some food, took my medicine. It was just recently increased.
Okay.
My dosage was increased the other day.
Uh-huh.
So I increased my dosage on my bipolar medicine. And yesterday was my second day taking the dose that I was supposed to be taking.
Right.
And they also gave me a sleeping pill to help me sleep at night.
You haven't been sleeping?
I have not been sleeping
Okay.
at all. Well, I have 2 hours, 3 hours.
Uh-huh. What was your... Sorry to go back. When you said what day was that?
Friday,
Okay. And so, do you know the date?
the 26th. I don't know.
You
I don't know.
Okay, but it was Friday?
It was
So-
Friday. It was
so
Friday.
Friday from when to when?
Friday from 5:30 to 9.
9, but you got home about 10:30?
No, about 5:30 to about 9:30, 9:45. I think I got home at 10. I don't remember. No, it was before 10. It was before 10 because I remember having to tuck the kids in bed when I got home. It was a little bit before 10. I said tuck the kids in bed so we can hang out and watch TV and talk and.
Do they normally go to bed at 10?
Yeah, well, on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. How was business last night at work?
Slow.
Yeah. Did you make
Well,
any...
I made 15, 20, 25 bucks. I made 25 bucks.
Was that good?
Not for a Friday night.
What would be a good Friday night?
45, 50,
Oh.
55,
Right.
70.
So it's about half, even almost a third. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you came home. You tucked the kids in bed, or did you have your wife tuck your kids in bed?
My wife tucked the kids in bed.
Okay. And we keep talking about your wife.
And I tucked them in bed.
Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so you came home from work. You said your wife tucked him in, and then you also tucked him in. And that was about 10 or 10:30. If you can narrow it down.
I would say about 10:20.
10:20. Okay. Then what happened?
I said a prayer with my son. I rubbed his back and I said a prayer. tucked him in, and he fell asleep.
What kind of prayer? Is it like a
To
standard
Jesus. No, we don't usually pray.
prayer?
We don't usually pray. We just 2 weeks ago I feel like I've been baptized with the Holy Spirit with fire. I feel like I'm on fire for the Lord.
Oh, good.
So I'm trying to pray with him and teach him. Well, I'm not trying. I am praying with him, and I'm doing things that the Lord wants us to do.
What did you guys pray about?
What did we pray about? I pray that the Lord would keep him safe. We thank him for the house. We thank him for the car. We thank them for the food. We thank them for Mommy and Daddy.
So just your standard kind of a thank
Yeah.
you to Jesus prayer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
Then I went and tucked in my daughter.
Did you pray with your daughter?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And then?
Then we went to our room, and we got some weed, and smoked some weed.
By weed you mean marijuana?
Marijuana,
Okay.
yes. She smokes out of a bong. I smoke out of a pipe.
Okay.
And I smoked weed.
A lot?
About 3 puffs.
Oh.
It doesn't take much to get me high.
Does your wife smoke a lot?
Yeah, she smokes probably about a bowl.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys smoke some weed,
Yes.
and then what?
We were watching TV. We put the weed away. We were watching TV. We were talking. We were talking.
You remember what you guys were talking about?
I think we were watching House Hunters on HGTV.
Okay. In your room or in the living
In
room?
our room.
Okay.
In our bedroom.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
We watched Home and Garden TV, and then we tried to sleep. I tried to go to sleep, but I listened to my headphones when I was laying down. I had my MP3 player. I was listening to my headphones, and I laid down in bed, and she fell asleep, and I didn't fall asleep at all. I kind of meditated for 2 hours, and then I got up and I lost train of thought. I meditated and I got up and I went on the computer. I think God help me! What do I do?
Okay.
Then I. That's when the fighting started. When I woke up.
Do you know what time this was about?
The fighting?
Yeah.
I want to say about 8.
Well, you got home at 10:20.
Oh no, we didn't fight that night. The fight was this morning.
Yeah.
This morning.
What time were you guys fighting? When you said that you came out on your.
Oh, we were fighting probably about. That was probably about 4 in the morning when I went on the computer. I think.
Oh, okay. So you've been up that whole time?
Yeah, I've been up the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Were
then
you just having a hard time sleeping?
I have. I have medicine to help me sleep. It caused me to sleepwalk, and do stuff in my sleepwalking. So,
So you're not taking that anymore?
No, I'm not taking that anymore. So I'm taking something else now.
And does that seem to work? Or
It worked the first night, but it didn't work last night.
have you only been on it 2 days?
Yes.
Okay. So you took the pill last night?
Yes.
Okay, and you didn't sleep?
No.
Okay, so about 4 a.m. you said?
About 4 a.m. I woke up.
And what happened?
My wife got mad at me, really mad at me for yelling, or she got mad at me for not sleeping. I go, babe, you can't get mad at me for not sleeping. It's not my fault. And she, well, fucking no. She goes off, no. And I say, well, what the fuck is your problem? And then I started meditating in my brain, and I started thinking, okay, well, God the Father, Jesus the Son, who's the Spirit? Who's the Spirit of God? And I started thinking it was Lucifer. I thought it was Satan. I thought it was God the Father. I thought he was married to Lucifer, and they had a son named Jesus.
Okay.
That's what I thought. And then I was indwelt by Satan, and I killed him.
Well, wait, let's talk about that. You said you're enveloped with Satan? What was the word?
Indwelt.
Okay, what does that mean?
Consumed.
Okay, let's unpack his inconsistencies. He said he prayed with his son, but he didn't pray up until 2 weeks ago. His rhetoric regarding God and the devil doesn't speak of someone who's only been practicing for 2 weeks, particularly when he mentions a baptism on the fire of the Lord. Also, he said he prayed with his son, but he did not pray with his daughter. Well, his son survived the attack, but the daughter died. Now, that may not mean anything, but it's an interesting observation. He then goes and he mentions weed. The police officer asks, "When did you and your wife get into a fight?" He says 8 p.m. Then the officer corrects him saying, "But you didn't get home till 10. Now it was determined that Michael may be suffering from bipolar and schizophrenia. I personally think he's making it up as it goes along. Tell me, what do you think?
And you said you killed him. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
You said you killed them, meaning your family.
Yeah, I didn't kill my son though. He was still alive.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about that. When you said your Satan was in you, what happened?
I lost all control. I had no self-control. None.
Uh-huh.
I just snapped, and she became like a demon.
All right.
And I just
So what'd you do?
I killed her
How?
with a knife.
Where was the knife?
I stabbed her a lot. I don't know where.
I mean, where's the knife? Where did you get the knife?
In our knife holder thing.
Like a block?
Yeah.
A knife block?
Yeah.
Oh, in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
So is this happening in the kitchen?
Yeah, in the kitchen area. It wasn't in the kitchen. It was more near the dining table.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me, how did you stab her? I mean, was she on the ground or was she standing up?
I blacked out.
Yeah.
I stabbed her at least 4 times.
Okay.
Do
you know where you stabbed her?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God, no.
All right.
Is she okay?
I'll tell you everything about what's going on.
Okay.
So, I just don't want to lose our train of
Okay.
thought
Okay.
here.
I'm sorry.
So, did you stab her first?
Yes.
Okay.
I was screaming at her. I said, "Shut the fuck up!" I started taking songs from Eminem's music.
Uh-huh.
I started taking lyrics from Eminem's music and saying, "You're gonna fucking die, bitch. Here comes Satan. I'm the Antichrist. I'm gonna kill you. You're fucking gone."
Uh-huh.
And I started stabbing her. I did.
Mhm.
I did.
Do you know how many times you stabbed her?
If I was to guess, I would say 4, but maybe
Okay.
3, maybe 5.
And was she standing up or was she on the ground?
She was standing up. I think I got her in the stomach.
Okay. And then she fell to the ground, or
Yeah,
did you stab her while she's on the ground?
in the heart.
Oh. Did you punch her at all?
Yes, in the face.
Before or after you stabbed her?
Maybe both. Maybe before and after.
Do you know how many times you stabbed her? Or punched her?
Once or twice,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. You get a drink?
Yeah, my mouth is dry.
Yeah, I could tell. Did you stab her anywhere else besides the stomach?
I think I stabbed her in the arm, I think.
And then you said heart?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
I stabbed my daughter, too.
Yeah, tell me about that.
She came over and she started freaking out and "Daddy, stop!" And I just got it and just right in the middle of her chest. I just dug it right into her chest.
So she came out after you were stabbing your wife?
No, I had the knife in my hand and I was gonna stab her when she came out.
When your daughter came out?
Yes.
Because you knew she was going to come out, or?
I didn't know she was gonna come out. I thought there was a certain spell on the house and that I didn't think she would actually get up and come out. I thought Satan was gonna keep everyone asleep so I could just kill her. But I didn't know what I was going to do with the other 2 kids. She was screaming, and I grabbed the knife, and I started walking towards her, and she started panicking like you would not believe. And I got her, I think I got her by the hair or by the arm, and just sunk it in her.
Right.
Got her.
In the chest or stomach?
I think in the chest.
Okay, then what happened?
She fell to the ground, and her eyes were open. She looked like she was...
Okay. Talk to me. So did you only stab her once?
I think so.
Okay. Did you punch her?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. You said her eyes were open.
Yeah.
Did you leave the knife in her, or did you just stab her with it?
I just stabbed her and took it out.
Okay. Was it the same knife as with your wife?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let me think.
Well, let me ask you this: is this how you were dressed?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You didn't have shoes on or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay. So, and she was freaking out. And you said she was freaking out. Is she freaking out because she just saw her mom,
Well, she saw me with the knife threatening her. Yeah. She
Oh.
ran around the table, but I caught up with her.
Oh, okay. And then what happened?
I stabbed her.
You grabbed her hair and you stabbed her. Okay.
I think I grabbed her hair.
Okay.
It's kind of patchy. I don't have exact frame by frame details because the whole time I was in there I was trying to ignore it and fight it and not see it.
Right. Now, tell me.
I was the worst on him. I stabbed him the most.
Did he come out before or after? Or
Maybe in between.
okay.
I stabbed him the most. I stabbed him in the back. I stuck it in his arm and twisted it.
Uh-huh.
I fucked him up.
Why? Why your son?
The devil had me.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't me.
Right.
It wasn't me. It was me, but it wasn't my insides that could do that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't my insides that could kill my family.
Where on his body did you stab him? You said you got him in the
back,
arm and
in the back, in the arm, in the stomach. In the back a couple times. I punched him right in the face.
Why'd you punch him in the face?
Because I wanted him to die. Because I was indwelt by Satan.
Right. Was this before you stabbed him or after? Or during?
During.
During. Okay. All right. Then what happened?
Then I see my wife laying in a pool of blood.
Uh-huh.
I see my daughter laying in a pool of blood. I get up and I have peace. I'm like, why do I have peace of mind? Why do I feel calm? But I'm terrified.
Right.
I was like, I feel calm. I'm like, okay, God is doing something here. I just don't know what He's doing. And then, I got some blood on me, and then I came and I got into. I don't know what happened to my feet. I don't know what this is all about. They look like piercings, like Jesus, but I don't know what happened. My hands are all swollen.
Well, how did you get all the blood all over you? Is this when you were stabbing?
When I was stabbing them, and I put my hand in there, and then I must have tried to wipe.
Is that your handprint right there in your arm, or is that?
It might be. It might be.
Did any of them grab you when you were stabbing him?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Let's go back. Oh, actually, after you stabbed your son,
Yeah.
and you were done with your son. You said about 5 times. You said.
Roughly.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then I tried to make a cigarette. I rolled a cigarette because I rolled my own cigarette. So I rolled a cigarette, and I was kind of in a panic. I had peace, but I was in a panic. I just kind of walked around like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? And I was looking at him. I was like, die, you fucking cunt! I just wanted them bitches to die. I was so fucking angry at my family. I wanted them dead. But then I got here.
Well, why were you so angry with your family? You got in the argument.
Satan fucking. Like I said, I was telling God, I was praying to God. I was praying to Jesus. Jesus, okay, you're son, your father's the father, and Satan must be the spirit because the spiritual side comes from.
I know, but what I'm asking you is why are you so mad at the family?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never had that kind of anger or hate towards them like I had this morning.
Okay. All right. So you were trying to roll a cigarette.
Yes.
Okay. And then what?
I rolled it.
Uh-huh.
I rolled it, and I went to light it, and then when I lit it, I called.
Called who?
911.
Okay.
Told them I stabbed my family to come, and she said, "Are you sure you're not dreaming? You sure you're not dreaming?" I said, "I'm sure. This is real."
Uh-huh.
So she came, I called and I lit my cigarette, and then I talked. When I was talking to her, she just kept me on the phone, and my cigarette burned out, and I threw it down, and I don't know if I threw it out outside or inside, but I didn't finish it.
Okay.
I didn't finish my cigarette.
Interesting. Did you do anything else in the house?
Maybe all over the carpet. Oh my goodness.
What's all over the carpet?
Blood.
Why?
Because I think I stepped in it. It's all over my feet. Like this right here. It's all right here. There's blood right here. The bottom of my feet.
Right, I see that. Well, when I was in your house, and I saw your bloody footprints down the hallway towards your bedroom.
Okay.
And you're dripping blood. Why did you go back there?
to pray to Jesus, to thank him for what he did.
What did he do?
He saved my family's life.
How did he save their lives?
He used me to shoot him or stab him. I didn't shoot them. He used me to stab them, and then he brought them back to newness of life.
What do you mean by newness of life?
My calling in life is to witness to Mormons
Mm-hmm.
and Catholics.
Okay.
I see the spiritual realm.
Okay.
I'm a beginner, but I feel like I'm learning the spiritual realm pretty well. I feel like God is doing something with me that's going to be magnificent. It won't outdo. But
okay, but my question is what is newness of life?
Newness of life. Well, they were dead in their trespasses, and now they're raised to newness of life.
Okay. Are they up with the Heavenly Father?
They
is that
are.
What you're trying to
They
say?
are seated in heavenly places. They are seated in the heavenly places. Yes.
Okay.
But I don't think we really understand what that is.
To me, he reveals his motive in the newness of life. See, number one, his life is a mess. He's broke. It's 2009. It's the post-market crash. He's struggling to support his family. Number two, he looks at his kids, his wife. He feels inadequate as a man, knowing he can't provide. And number three, he decides to kill them as a way of channeling his anger and lack of self-worth and justify it by saying that they are now in a better place. The interrogation carries on, as you can see, where they take his blood sample and DNA. Here is the final part of the interrogation.
Hey, Mike, just had a couple more questions for you. You can
Okay.
put it on the seat. You need the blanket?
Yeah, it's kind of cold in here.
As we're sitting here doing all that, I started to think. You came out and was yelling at you for not sleeping.
Yeah.
Was she just yelling at you, or did she do anything to you?
She didn't do nothing to me.
She didn't hit you or slap you or anything? Okay. You never slept last night, right?
No.
Okay. How long were you on the computer?
Not very long.
If you had to guess.
5 minutes. I downloaded a song from LimeWire, transferred it, and put it on my MP3, and that was it.
Well, what did you do? I mean, you watched the HG channel.
I watched the HD channel.
HG TV?
Oh, HGT. Yeah, that was when I first came home. You have a really good memory. When I first came home, I talked to her. We smoked a little bit of weed, and then she had it on HGTV, and I was like, "Babe, I want to go get that song Renegade by Eminem with Jay-Z. I want to go get that song." So she said, "Okay, we'll go and download it." So I went and downloaded it, and I recorded it put it on my MP3, and then I came back to the bedroom and we hung out for the evening.
What did you guys do?
I wanted to have sex with her. She looked really good. That's what I don't understand. How can I go from being in love with her 1 minute and then the next morning just wanting to rip her fucking guts out? It doesn't make sense. But we talked, we smoked, we watched TV. We just had a really good time.
But you guys didn't have sex?
No, we didn't.
Did you try?
No.
You said she didn't want to, though.
Yeah, she.
So what do you mean? Did she say, "I don't want to have sex"?
No, she said she didn't want to.
So you asked her?
Yeah, I said.
Did that make you mad?
No.
No?
No, we've been married 11 years. She said no lots of times. So.
Well, I'm just trying to get a timeline here because you call us at about 5:12. You said it was about what 4 a.m. when you killed her.
Yeah. Okay.
You said that she came out and you were on the computer and she was mad, right?
I think I said that.
Were you on the computer?
Yeah, I was on the computer, but when
What were you surfing?
Music.
Yeah.
Music.
You a big music fan?
Yeah, I love music.
You weren't surfing anything else?
Oh, I look at porn. I look at orgasm.com.
Did she come out? Were you looking at that last night?
No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. I did look at that last night.
Did she get mad about it? Or?
No, but she didn't know. I didn't tell her.
So what was she mad about?
She wasn't really mad at anything.
Just that you not sleeping, or?
Yeah. That was the big thing. She goes, "Mike, why don't you just fall asleep?" It's like, I try, but it's not that easy.
You told me that you were listening to your MP3 player.
Uh-huh.
What were you listening to?
Downloaded songs from LimeWire.
What were you listening to? What songs?
I think I just listened to the Renegade, and sometimes when I listen to music, I meditate.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get in tune with the music, and I don't remember all that I've listened to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember all that I listened to.
And you mentioned something about an Eminem song.
Yeah, it's called Renegade. Renegade.
that's-
Eminem and Jay-Z.
But you said you were singing an Eminem song when you're killing your family, or what?
Oh yeah, the song Kim. Bleed, bitch, bleed,
Were you,
bleed.
were you thinking that or singing that?
I think I said some of it. I might have been singing it. It's kind of sketchy from last night. I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of sketchy.
You had also told me that you were really, really furious.
Yeah, I was furious.
What were you furious about?
I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like it was a bad dream.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it didn't really happen, but
Mike,
but
we
in
all
my
know-
mind it did
Yeah,
happen.
we all know it happened. I mean,
Yeah.
you're telling me
Yeah.
everything. You're able to tell me from the things that you did yesterday all the way up until right now.
Yeah.
So you're there.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm there.
You know what's going on.
Okay.
You've already told me you know what's the difference between right and wrong, right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the difference.
And you know that killing your family is probably wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Okay. Did you want them to die?
At the moment, I did.
What about right now?
No, they're alive and well, and I love them. I
Well-
hope they're alive and well.
Well, they're dead. But dead. Do you want them to die?
No.
Okay. Where do you think they're? What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking you're lying. They're alive.
No, I'm not lying to you. I haven't lied to you all day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not the way I work.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
At the end of the trial, the jury verdict came in, and Michael Brian Miller was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in 2010.